And what's up, guys? Welcome to another Planetary Ashes podcast with your host, me, Mitch, also known as Colonel Phoenix from the Planetary Ashes. And we also got three special guests with us today, so introduce you guys, or four.
Who's going to start with? I'll start. I'm back doing this podcast again. But I was at the first podcast, so I like the talking about games and stuff. So yeah, I'm back. My name's Christian Selesky. I do YouTube videos, gaming, so on. So yeah.
And we got Jack Kiley.
That'd be me. I'm Jake Kiley, also known as JVK0. You have probably shot me several times in Counter-Strike Go. You've probably beat me many times and watched me rage in League of Legends as well.
And also we got Blake.
Hey guys, how's it going? I do comedy, gaming, FIFA in general as well, music parodies, and coming soon, reviews in the AVGN and JonTron type style, so that's coming on my channel soon. That's what I'm about, so yeah. Thank you for having me on the channel.
No props. And we got Frankie with us as well.
Okay, that leaves me last. I'm Girl Jones. I am console mostly because my PC is terrible. I play competitive Call of Duty. Did 5v5, now 4s. I mainly do YouTube stuff. I do my top 5 noobs series, which is very popular because everybody hates noobs. And in the gaming world, I do admin on Cybergamer on Xbox, and yeah, boring stuff like that.
Are you?
Very interesting.
No.
I was going to say, if you're Britney, I've been following you for like 2 years. Creeper moments.
Wow, why are you following me? That's pretty rude.
To be fair, I haven't
So
really been involved with Cybergamer in a couple years now, but still.
It's alright. It just broke my heart a little bit. And yeah, nice to be here.
Yes. Sorry about the dogs. I got a couple of dogs. But our main topic that we're going to be talking about today is happening throughout this week was E3.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I'd been there.
Everyone
Also
wished.
known as no one wants to hear about Minecraft anymore.
That used to be a game, didn't it?
Yes.
Way back in the mystical lands of 2009,
Yeah.
it was released.
Those were the days.
Back in the days.
Back in the days.
Remember
Now,
when you could buy it in beta for around about $10 or something like that? Now it's about $30.
Are you
jeez.
serious?
Yeah, I went in to
$30?
buy it for my girlfriend the other day because I was like, oh yeah, we'll play Minecraft over LAN, it'll be great. And it was like $30. I was like, oh,
Wow.
maybe not.
Yeah, I've only ever played it on 360 and it was a substantial buy.
Yeah.
So
The 360 version was very well done though. Props to them. I was worried that it was going to have a few compatibility issues or be limited to how high you could build or, how far you could go, but I'm yet to find any substantial limits.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Interesting.
Right. So what did everyone think about E3 at the moment? Like the announcements?
yeah, only thing about E3 I was only pumped for was Mortal Kombat. So it was a Sony press conference. Mortal Kombat was just nailed it for me, and Uncharted 4. So keeps in, yeah.
Yeah, I did get pretty excited over Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That was so gory and so it's not for kids, but it's bloody awesome.
You know what I have to say? Nintendo actually had a great conference. I wasn't
That was
expecting.
pretty good too.
Yeah.
What Star Wars?
I haven't caught up on all of that yet. By all things, everything I've read, people are just raving about how good Nintendo was this year. They were very disappointing last year.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of people are going to buy Wii U's for this. Like, since they've announced, like, Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, what when Smash Bros. Comes out.
Yeah, well, Zelda looks incredible as well, but
But people having problems with that. People didn't like it.
are you kidding me? I've only heard good things about it.
People say they didn't like the animation, so it's more like anime, not like the actual tech demo that they released a couple years ago.
There's two there's two Zelda games though that I'm aware of. There's the one that they're claiming to be open world, which I personally don't understand because haven't all of them been open world. But anyway, and there's also a Hyrule Warriors apparently, which is basically Nintendo's version of Dynasty Warriors with Hyrule characters. So you can be Zelda. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like you can be Zelda, Princess Zelda, and just go smashing all of these. I don't know, like it just looks really good in my opinion.
Sheik OP.
Yeah.
You just go and watch the intro of Nintendo. It was pretty cool. The two bosses were starting to fight. Yeah, have you seen it? Pretty cool.
The intro for Nintendo in general.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, and then they showed like Robot Chicken animation. Like, it was
Stop motion.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
and like Mario. They said
Oh, I can't wait to watch it. It's on my weekend to-do list.
it was
Hyped for it.
It's funny how that works, isn't it? You work all through the week, or you study all through the week, and then it gets to the weekend, it's like, yeah, I'm going to play so many games. But Friday night's dedicated to catching up on my YouTube subscriptions and everything else that happened during the week.
Like, do your own stuff.
What else?
The inevitable log into Steam and everything needs an update.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much like me trying to play catch up with every YouTubers around. Even though I got a lot of YouTuber friends around, I can't pretty much catch up to watching their videos pretty much.
Are you going to admit to taking your tablet to the loo and doing it there?
Well, maybe not the tablet, but I have to admit I've taken the laptop a few times with me. You know, not sure how long I'm going to be in there.
Multitasking is the key to get everything done.
So if you hear my mic start echoing, you know what I'm doing.
Yes.
Might want to edit that out. We don't want people knowing I'm a creeper.
That's alright.
Two.
Yeah, we already know.
That's awesome.
It's out. Everybody knows.
Yeah. So let's.
But back on topic, personally, I am thrilled if this makes people go and buy a Wii U. We don't want two main consoles. It's just bad for everybody. The competition's great for gamers.
Yeah, which apparently Xbox is winning against the PS4. I heard that from my brother yesterday, saying about that.
Xbox kicked ass.
Yes.
Yeah.
kicked ass because of Halo, an old game. It's gonna be a little
Oh yeah.
It's
So
true.
That's why, because of the old game, everybody was hyped up about that old game.
Yeah, all four.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo wins everything.
Halo.
I have a friend that works at EB Games, and he said after the Halo box set announcement that their orders for Xbox Ones and all the rest of it just shot up. Everybody was straight into the store. How can I buy this? Can I pre-order it? Is there any limited edition that I can get? Halo sells consoles.
Holy shit.
As a massive fangirl, I got my 360 to do the Halo 3 beta. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got off original. So Halo's flagshipping the Xbone as well. Because
The thing about the Xbox, what's called was they showed off Call of Duty. From anything, they showed off Call of Duty. The dumbest thing.
Oh, COD's not that bad. Don't get me
as
wrong.
a competitive player, I want COD gone. I think it's done. We need Halo back on the main stage at MLG, and it will be beautiful.
Yeah, Halo.
Not fully, but when you think about it, yeah, COD's done its run, but what it's done for the competitive scene and how many gamers it's drawn in who have gone, oh yeah, I might play COD. Oh, I might look at Halo. I might look at Medal of Honor. And the amount of Battlefield players that turn around and say to me, if it weren't for COD, I wouldn't be playing Battlefield now.
It was, if it weren't for GoldenEye on 64, you would have like Call of Duty.
Oh, now we're going back, but if you want to
We're going way back.
for Doom, there would have been
Way back. Back to nostalgia.
Yeah, I'm a retro guy. I love retro, so...
Yeah, same here.
I remember doing Halo 1, and we couldn't do, you had to take everybody's big box TV in a little car to somebody's house to play Halo 1. So I'm so excited to be able to do that online in 1080 with dedicated servers. I'm actually, quite girly and giggly over that shit. I can't wait.
To be fair, I get a little bit giggly over it as well.
You guys see Bloodstone?
Bloodstone.
Yeah, it was the Sony press conference. It was the same makers from I think it was Metal Gear. It was a horror.
Hmm.
Ooh.
It's like zombies becoming into werewolves, Vikings.
Whoa.
The only Bloodstone
That's
I know
interesting.
of is the item in World of Warcraft and the Dota 2 item as well.
Yeah, but it's a game. It's pretty awesome. So it was the trailer, teaser trailer. Yeah.
Hang
I'm
on.
just doing a little bit of look around here now on Google, and I'm not turning up anything, only for James Bond 007, the Bloodstone game movie. That's interesting. Bloodstone game E3, maybe? Google, why you do this? Come on. Get it together. You're not Yahoo. What are you doing?
While you guys research your stuff, I'll just quickly say back on the Halo topic. Apparently,
Yes.
because it's a collection, apparently they're selling it for like real cheap as well. So in
Yeah,
America,
$60
for example-
is what I heard.
Yeah, exactly. 60.
That might be the American price, though.
Yeah, that's
No, ours will be more.
ours will be like 80, I reckon. For
Anniversary wasn't like Combat Evolved Anniversary wasn't hugely expensive. I don't think it was 80.
I paid about $70 for mine about 3 days after release.
No, it'll be like 90, I think. Yeah, because it's all 4 games. It's all 4 games.
Yeah, all four.
That's true.
Yeah.
93 multiplayer maps.
Yeah, and plus
Wow.
a toy, like a figurine, Halo figurine. So it'll be like 100 something.
I want a blow-up replica of the Master Chief that I can take to bed and cuddle. That's what I want. A plush chief.
As much as I like that idea, I'd much rather prefer one of Sergeant Johnson.
I second that.
Oh.
I
Have you seen the art? IGN tweeted art from the special edition of Halo 2. Sergeant Johnson looked so good.
Yes.
yeah.
Is here the converse? What's called that news about the Last Guardian? How it was cancelled, and they'll say it's not cancelled.
Ooh.
The Last Guardian.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah. I remember that.
The game used to be. They were saying it would be out for a couple years ago, but it's not out the same day in development, so it's not in development. Now it's working development, so it's pretty big. Because I had like over 300 views on one video because I made that video.
Wow.
Now, since you mentioned it, I might go find that right now.
It was let's search it up IGN. And so
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty stupid. Yeah, what else had E3?
I think we're all ignoring Luigi's death stare. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Luigi Death Stare.
What
Oh,
the
tell
hell?
me about that.
That was the best. Oh my
Have
god.
you seen it?
Yeah.
No,
I'd
paint
like
me a
to
picture,
say-
please.
Basically, they draw. I think it was from Mario Kart, whatever the next one is. They,
It was A.
yeah, Mario Kart 8. And they're driving along, and I can't remember who it is that drives past him, but he just sends them the evilest of evil looks with no apparent reason.
But
hate it.
It's exactly
Yeah.
like that. It's like that look your friend gave you when you blue shelled them right before the finish line. It's like they mocapped it.
Oh god. Oh, here we go. The Last Guardian was in game development since 2007.
yeah,
So they have been putting effort into it for 7 years, and say they cancelled it.
it was crazy, man.
Jeez. 7 years.
What else? Use new PS4 models and come out. A white one, so pretty cool. A white PS4.
Alrighty
Oh.
then.
What do you guys think about the new Assassin's Creed Unity?
Oh.
I've got a big opinion on this one, but I'd like to hear what you guys think first.
Oh.
I think I need to hurry up and finish Assassin's Creed 2 because I always get up to Venice and then go, well, I've had enough of this for a bit, I'll play something else, and then forget where I was and have to start again.
Yeah, I agree there. I can see
Yeah,
what
I bet Assassin's Creed 2 on Steam, so it was good. I prefer the second was the best for me, but I played Black Flag. It was a bit boring, so I deleted it on my PC.
Get out. You did not just say that Black Flag was bad, did you?
It there's pirates. So that was the pirate one?
Yeah, it was.
Alright, only good thing was the ships. I like the ship part.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a play around on the mate's Xbox for a little bit with, playing with the ships and the sword fighting and all that kind of stuff, and walked around, and I think I spent about 10 minutes getting drunk and waking up on the beach covered in palm fronds. That was great.
Yeah.
But whether I'd get any more enjoyment out of it, I don't know.
It was so cool. I was on Twitter, right? You know, you guys know Ed Boon, the maker of Mortal Kombat. Good.
Ed Boon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He retweeted my tweet. I was talking about how good the game looks. The gameplay is like great. I'm looking forward for you to buy the game. Pretty cool.
Wow.
Talking of Assassin's Creed Unity, I'm just looking at an article here that says that it can't be done on Xbox 360 and PS3 because of frame rate issues.
Because it's an old gen console. Very spec.
Yeah. I think I did read that too, that it was strictly new gen.
Well, they're saying that it's built for a next gen game, and the problem being is that people were complaining, when are we going to get next gen games? We're tired of getting, stuff that's just been ported over with a little bit of visual rework. So they went, all right,
Pretty
have
much.
this.
And plus the female thing. You heard about the females? There's not going to be any female assassins.
Yes, Tumblr had a heart attack over that one.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, Tumblr.
My boyfriend says something about Hex posted this afternoon that the most famous assassin in France at that time was female, and there isn't one.
Yes,
She was quite dirty about it.
Oh, Assassin's Creed Liberation you're talking about, are you?
Let me bring up her page now, and I will be able to figure that out. Continue about your business.
But yeah, with Assassin's Creed Unity, it actually looks pretty good that it has the co-op feature in it wherever you're in a mission, 3 other people can jump in and help you out along the way. So it's pretty neat.
That I have a split opinion on it, because yes, it is neat exactly for what you're saying there. Well, I just feel like it's going down that Dark Souls and Watch Dogs role. Like it's forcing people to come in. Like apparently there's no way to. Like once someone joins your game, it's like, well, okay, they're here now. There's no offline, basically. So I don't know.
I don't think I'd be a fan of that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to be lost in my own world.
I want single player games to remain single player. It's why I never could get into the Elder Scrolls Online. It's just no. You're taking away everything I love.
Everyone takes the fantasy out of the fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to be lost in a world of imagination, cue the song, when someone is doing I don't know what exactly it is called in game, but it's this dancing thing where they lie on the ground and it just looks like the human centipede, and then I want to cry in the corner. You're ruining my fantasy. Stop.
Yeah. Did you see the Capcom game? The weird Capcom game?
I didn't understand it. It just sort of broke my brain. And if somebody can explain that to me, I'd greatly appreciate it.
It's like Dead Rising, Ultra, XP, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
That's a mouthful to try and say it.
But Capcom's so terrible stuff. They ruined one of my favorite franchises, Devil May Cry, and when they killed Resident Evil. Oh god.
What was the last good Resident Evil?
That was 6, and that was shit.
No.
What was the last good one?
Last good one was Resident Evil 4, but it's overrated.
I enjoyed 5 quite a lot. That's probably the only Resident Evil since the first one that I've finished all the way to the
Which
end.
one was 5? Was 5 in Africa? Or was
Yep.
that
Yes, that was the one with Africa.
Okay.
There was a lot of controversy over, they being black zombies, and that was a big thing. But at the same time, Capcom retorted with, well, if they were all white, you would complain about that. I'm not saying that there isn't racism that exists in game design or even sexism. I'm just saying
I just think it's difficult to have a game set in Africa without black people. How do you do that?
But I can Resident Evil
I
5 was
found that
difficult.
quote as well from earlier from Steph. She
Oh,
said
yes.
via her Facebook page around about 6 hours ago, the time being 6:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that would have been about midday. She has said, as much as I'm lolling over the many hilarious responses to the opinion piece I posted yesterday, written by Kotaku editor Mark Serrels, and then she's got in quotations, and I'm referring to the responses along the lines of why should women care so much about a lack of female protagonists in games, and stop whining feminism is stupid. No, it's not. Today I have another brilliant piece written by journalist Dan Golding. It outlines arguments supporting a tweet he made about the fact that the most famous assassin in the history of the French Revolution was a woman. This could have been the perfect opportunity to introduce a female playable protagonist as the main franchise. And yet, 4 dudes. And she's right, really. That would have been perfect. I mean, it's there in the history.
If it was made, in Melbourne or Montreal even, or somewhere that wasn't France, I think, bad. But Ubisoft, really?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the head of design for at least the first 2 games was a female, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was a guy.
I can't remember their name, but there was someone. I'll have to check up on that, but I'll get back to
I
you.
vaguely remember
It was in
a
the
female
special
presence
edition.
in one of their... That's a little while ago, though.
That's a long time. I can't remember.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't played anything after the second one, really in depth, but I do have the first 3. It's just a pile of shame, slowly building. Too many good games.
Yeah, way too many good names. Ugh. But yeah, back on the topic about what you said about the long name about Dead Rising 3, I might go find that. It was Dead Rising 3 Super Ultra Arcade Remix Hyper Little Edition Extreme Alpha.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Oh my god.
Ugh.
That is a brilliant name, and I would buy it just for the name.
They've tried to be very cute and failed just a little bit.
Just failed it.
I would call that my son, that name.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, actually, you know what? I might be able to find something that might go with the topic about Dead Rising. I have found a video of it. Oh, here we go. Have any of you guys heard a channel called Rooster Teeth Let's Play?
Yes. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's a video. I found the link up for the video, so I'll put that in there so you can have a look.
Oh, great.
So here we go.
Should we load up the video and then we'll all watch it at the same
My
time?
bee attack is an axe.
Yeah. So here we go. So got the link up for you guys.
All right. Just let me know when you guys are ready, and we'll have a look. Oh wow, it's like a 36-minute long video.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Maybe not. Maybe not the whole thing. We'll see
It's
how
gonna be
it
a
goes.
long
just-
podcast, yo.
Just watch a little bit of it and see what you think.
Everybody ready?
Yeah, go
I've
ahead.
just got to get past... I've got an ad. Like a 16-second ad.
Jeez.
I can hear my housemates laughing and having fun downstairs.
Having fun with us.
Oh yeah, how dare they have a life outside of me?
Oh,
It's
my
funny though,
goodness.
whenever they want to talk to me, they usually just turn the router off.
It's like, I'm running.
Yeah. It's funny though, because the router is kind of dying. I think there's some heat damage in there. And every time my housemate goes to leave for work early in the morning, and the door shuts, and the internet just drops, and I swear he's got something to do with it. Past that ad?
That's not cool. Yes.
Alright,
Ready to
on
go.
3.
Yeah, you're Rooster Teeth.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah. So pretty much, it was pretty much supposed to be a 4-player co-op party game for apparent reason in.
Mine doesn't work. It says error.
Oh.
I got mine.
Oh, pausing.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah.
This looks amazing. I would play this.
Yeah. I would too.
I wouldn't play.
I would not.
It's Capcom.
Mm.
Chuck Green looks exceptionally angry compared to everybody else.
You know, this is sort of reminding me of, and just give me a second because I'm gonna get it. I can't remember the freaking name of it, but it was announced at A3. What was it? Hang on.
All went silence. So what else? And we what else could we find? All went silence.
Did you guys see the?
These guys are hilarious.
Did you guys see the
Yes.
characters? Like it's like the even like Skylanders toys, but it's all Mario.
Oh, what is
That's
that?
interesting.
Like you put it on your Wii U pad, and the toy becomes on the screen. Like bang.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. And
This seems incredibly broken, this game. I mean, the melee characters seem to be doing nothing, but that just could be because some of them are bad.
Sunset Overdrive. That's the game.
Is that the one you were looking
Yeah,
for?
this is not grabbing me in any way.
It wasn't for
It's
me.
something that I'd play at my mate's house if they had it.
or I'll just rent it. I'll just rent it from video store.
That's still a thing?
That's something that you cannot rent. You have to actually download it to actually get it.
That's a bit sad.
Yes.
So it's a DLC. We're expecting it's a DLC.
Yeah, a
Well, that's
DLC.
not too bad, as long as it's not a full price game.
Mm.
However, I haven't been on Xbox Live in a while.
Mm.
Kind of, the Xbox One got announced and they said, always got to be online, and I went, no.
No.
Just started going. I went back to PC gaming, and I haven't got around to getting back on the Xbox since, really.
Mm.
I do still play exclusives like Halo and that every now and again, single player, but that's about it.
Yep.
I'm going to drop a link to Sunset Overdrive if you guys haven't seen it already. Because
I don't
Oh my, yes,
Yeah.
I could stand watching that again.
I can watch that. That
it's so good.
now that was interesting.
Oh, yes. I think that is the best reveal of the whole of the X-Bone thing. That
Yeah.
was so good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting how they actually brought it up to first, just showing us little bits of details and bringing out the massive one.
Did you guys see that Conker? You know who's Conker for Bad Fur Day?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
remember
That,
That's
I-
you know what's that game about?
It
Making
was in
yeah.
Spark.
Yes,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Spark.
I
Was it in
honestly
Yeah,
have
Operation
Jetix
Spark.
Microsoft
your
that.
own game, like make your own like RPG style games and stuff. They give you like the SDK tools and you make your own game.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This Sunset Overdrive doesn't look too good. I'm not sure if the graphics will, kind of live up to that standard.
It's still in beta, man.
I think
What?
like
Okay, some guy just dropped out of the
It's
door.
amazing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So if you go,
Hold on to your butt, it gets better.
so the guys who
Wow.
are listening right now, I'll
He
put
looks
down the
like
name
a
for it.
15-year-old me.
Really? Not the Xbox One demographic.
A little interesting though, a little bit.
And guys, I'm also going to drop another link to what my exact reaction was. Not really my reaction, it was someone else, but I echo it completely. Of what you were just talking about, Christian, the Tonka thing, with that make your own game. I'm sorry, but I can't.
Oh, oh, I've seen this one.
Just make
JonTron.
JonTron.
Not gonna lie, I'm more of an ego raptor man.
He
Fair enough.
he lost his shit over it.
He
You
really
know
did.
what? You know what? You can get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Project Spark. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Did you guys see that PlayStation TV? Like, they showed off the new thing, like watch TV on your PlayStation.
No, not really.
Yeah, so it's a new thing, watch TV PlayStation.
That's interesting because a few people do that on their Xbox. I didn't think it'd be a thing, especially here. But yeah, I have seen some people doing it.
Sorry, I just see the end of that JonTron video. Microsoft. Actually, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He completely lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the very end of that video.
Yeah.
Xbox comes with Kinect. It kind of works. Sort of, almost.
Bye, Connect. Let's go. Man. That's
What
pretty.
do you guys think of games getting banned? Do you think these new games will get banned in Australia?
Hmm.
Don't we have an 18 plus rating now? So
Yeah, we
the
do.
chances of that happening is still fairly low. I know we still get censored versions in some places, like with South Park and the Stick of Truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yes. There was some rant going on, like on Facebook, mentioning about it being censored when it came all the way from Australia. Like, came to Australia.
Tell you why it was censored? Because alien probing. That's why.
I
Ugh.
thought that there was one particular part where you had
Yeah.
to give Stan's dad, I think that's Randy, an abortion.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeesh.
there's those
It's
two
a
bits.
mini game, which I found hilarious, but hey.
You know what?
Say I wanted to hear nothing about that game because I was personally I was excited for it, and when I got up to that bit, I was like, what the hell? they just put a koala picture and it was like, sorry Australia. I was like, oh
Fuck.
no.
Yeah, everybody I've spoken to has said that they were very disappointed in the way that it was censored. Not on the developer's side, but just they had to censor it.
They have to.
It was on Australia. Australia's a crappy country about entertainment.
Yeah, it seems that there is a very big thing of, we need to protect the children and save the children, but the thing is that the Xbox is not your daycare.
I'm sorry, have you played Call of Duty? Of course it is.
No, there's the thing, I haven't played COD since...
Yeah.
Oh my.
Modern Warfare 2, I think, was when I really stopped playing.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong,
I
to be
get.
fair, I
I
own
get-
Black Ops
yeah, no.
and Black Ops 2.
I started from Black Ops 2 on PC, so that's the last game I had.
I just finished installing that today on PC. I was going to jump on and see what the multiplayer was like on PC. I played about 20 minutes of it on my old computer, and, it just really wasn't up to par. Couldn't quite hold a stable 60 frames.
I've played
Just
Call of
hope
Duty
it,
3 twice. That's it.
Has anyone been waiting for Dying Light at all?
I have not even heard of that. It rings a bell, but not enough to, that's that game for this console.
Good night and good luck. Does that ring the bell?
Isn't that like a zombie game or something?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. Apparently what I have heard from Dying Light have been, well, how could I put it this way? What was that word? I can't remember. Well, let's say it wasn't going to come to Australia several times. It was about to be banned in Australia, and they, well, not accept it, more likely. They weren't going to accept Dying Light to come to Australia until they clean up their act a little bit.
Always the way.
Always the way.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same with Left 4 Dead 2 when that came out. That was like, no, it has to be censored, which the PC version you can easily fix with the Left 4 Gore patch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not long later, Dead Island came out, which was just as bad as the uncensored version of Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense to me.
That was bad. Mortal Kombat was bad.
Oh.
Originally, yeah, apparently it was.
Yeah, it was banned in 2011, was it?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
So
I'm
fun.
just hoping it's banned. The new one's not banned in Australia. I'll get so pissed off.
I doubt that it would be, in all fairness, because the Mortal Kombat 9 Complete Edition, that made it through.
Yeah, that made it through.
That was good. I have a pretty big tolerance for, gore and blood and all of that kind of stuff in video games and movies. But it did manage to get me a cringe a few times with those X-ray moves, and that's good. That makes me very happy.
I love gore. I love horror movies. I love stuff. It's not good. Gory stuff. It's not good.
So is anyone pumped for any movie releases that are coming out this month and next month?
The Fault in Our Stars that was released, I do want to go and go see, being
Yes,
a bit of a John
same.
Green fan. I've read the book, so I already know what happens, but, I don't think I could restrain myself from turning up the movie theater and yelling, spoiler alert, Augustus dies! For all the people that didn't read the book.
Oh, thanks for that.
Thanks a lot.
I did say spoiler alert. Read the book!
And then you didn't even pause. That's not fair. That's nothing.
The truth is I hate everybody.
Oh, fair enough.
Looks like I need to beep that out.
From what I've heard, though, and the people who have seen it so far, it is very true to the book. But then again, it is quite a small book, only a couple hundred pages, so it probably transitions well.
See, I really want to see it. It looks like it's sensitively done and looks beautiful. But then Richard Wilkins gave it 4.5 stars, and I hate that guy.
I don't know who that is. Okay.
He's the guy who does the morning show on TV with the horrible, looks like a seagull took a dump on his head, sort of
To be
bleachy
fair, I
bits.
haven't watched TV in quite some time.
Yeah, no, TV's terrible. I just happened to catch it.
I haven't watched TV in a long time, proudly says the guy who spends about 8 hours a day on the internet.
Like a bird stuff in his head.
Oh, man.
I watched. Yeah, thank you. It does.
What about that Kochi guy, though? And his smile.
No,
So
No.
scary.
it looks like he's been embalmed early. I don't like it.
His bald head is eerily smooth.
Alright. What else have we got?
What else happened? I don't know.
I like the look of this Dying Light game. I'm just on their website now, and there's features such as Survive the Night, which basically, during the day, go and look for stuff. During the night, don't die.
Guys see Rainbow Six?
No.
No.
Oh,
Looked pretty good.
Who put...
yes.
Remember, it was not the classic Rainbow Six games, but one of those, but pretty awesome.
People are very excited about that. I didn't play it.
It's awesome. I can buy Rainbow Six Las Vegas Part 2 and Part 1. Get both of them. You'll love it. Love it. Best.
I played 2,
Yeah,
but I
I
didn't
think
play
so.
1. They were pretty good.
I think I only played partially of Rainbow Six Las Vegas 2. After that, I decided, stuff it, I'm not going to play it anymore.
Rainbow Six games are actually really good.
I like watching people play them. I can't play anything that's over the shoulder. Like I couldn't play Gears. I just get like motion sickness from the camera sway. Which
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Rainbow
I never
Six
used
was
to
my
get
favourite.
that, but I tried playing that New Gears of War Judgment that came out.
That was crap. That's
All right.
And I hadn't played in a while, but that did make me feel every now and again a little bit,
It's the same thing with Japanese games like Devil May Cry, Resident Evil. They have always that third-person view. First person.
I'm a
Oh,
big fan of third-person based games, but I can't really play them for any length of time.
oh,
More than a couple hours.
I can because I'm used to it. I'm used to playing this one.
Yeah, I suppose most of my favourite games are in the first-person base, though, such as Counter-Strike and the older CODs, Halo, I'm trying to think, Unreal Tournament, all of those kind of games. I'm a big shooter
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
I
Did
like-
you guys see the new Doom, the actual TV?
Can I have my little girly squeal now?
go right ahead.
My brother-in-law did the audio for it. He did Killer Instinct, and he's done this, and this was his big E3 thing. Last year he had Wolfenstein and Killer Instinct and something else out, and I think it's this year. It was mainly Doom was the big one for him. So proud of him.
Oh my god.
Please continue. Follow him on Twitter. It's @Mick_Gordon. He's just the best. He's amazing.
I'll
Yeah,
make
like
sure I
And all
put
that
it in.
guitar in
Sorry,
Killer
no.
Instinct, that's all him. He's the best guitarist I've ever.
Is that the new one,
Ever
Killer
met.
Instinct 2? Or
Yeah.
Yep.
Killer Instinct on Xbone.
Oh,
Download
Vo-
it. It's free.
Volume 2.
Sorry, I don't have Xbox One or a PS4.
Oh, same here.
I'd have
Say,
Well, obviously we can't be friends, but that doesn't mean you're a bad person.
I'm a PC guy, so I've got a 360, but a PC guy.
Oh, here
PC
we
Gaming Master Race, here we go.
But my consoles, if you see around Watch Over, I've got like 64, I've got Super Nintendo, I've got PSP, DS, I've got all these consoles, and I've got a Wii.
I've got what have we got? We've got the desktop. I've got my Alienware laptop, the 360, the Wii, the PlayStation 2, the NES, the N64, the Game Boy Color, and the DS floating around somewhere. And there's a PlayStation 1 out at Dad's, but I always tend to come back to. It depends on what game it is. For racing games, console. Fighting games, console. RPGs, console. Shooters and RTSs, and some forms of RPGs such as Skyrim and all of that, definitely prefer on PC. I say console.
Shooters, I'll play on console because not console, sorry, PC, because it's way better sensitivity and you shoot better.
I can't even make the 60 frames a second argument anymore with the new consoles, which is annoying me.
You're 30 frames.
So now I have to make the argument.
That was such a good argument.
Well, 120 frames a second on Skyrim on Ultra.
Really?
HD. Yeah.
Wow.
I have a 120 hertz monitor, so that actually is possible.
Oh, since you brought Skyrim up, could I actually tell you about something about the?
Yeah.
What do you think of Skyrim Online? That will be Elder Scroll Online that will be coming out for Xbox One and PS4. What do you think of it?
I know about it. Hated it on PC, so I know I hate it on console.
Ugh. It requires you to have a subscription fee every month to play the game.
To be honest, when it comes to MMOs, I like the idea of an MMO more than I like an MMO. But I believe you pay for the game or you pay for the subscription. DLCs are a different matter altogether. For example, this is why I don't play WoW, but I would play other games such as Guild Wars.
Yeah, I won't play WoW for the life of me. I will not play it.
The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah,
That Griffin scene.
that was
I have
good.
First Witcher, and I still haven't finished it. Hashtag pile of shame.
Witcher game.
Oh yes.
I haven't even touched Witcher 1. I didn't install it. I got to download it.
It's pretty interesting how they actually nailed the graphics on The Witcher 3, having new abilities to track animals, people, all kinds of stuff, like enemies.
And that game too, and Far Cry 4. Did you see Far Cry 4?
I did see Far Cry 4.
Yeah.
So you can actually use an elephant. You're on the elephant and you can shoot people while you're on the elephant. It's awesome.
And the main villain for it is almost similar to Vars.
He's like the Joker.
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah. It's like I'll try and quote him. If I misquote it, I might get it wrong. It's like, I told you to stop the bus, not shoot. Stop. Shoot. Stop. Shoot. Stop. Do you see the comparison to it? It got out of hand. Sorry, what was that? It got out of hand. But yeah, I better go find that link and put it down in the description so you guys who's listening can find it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Far Cry 3. I bought it 2 times on PC. I still love that game like hell. Far Cry 3.
I played it for about 3 hours, running around, shooting people, and all those fun bits and pieces, but it's something I haven't finished. But then again, I never really got into any of the CryEngine-based games. Not saying they're bad games, it's just that, never got into them.
It's really
Same.
Same.
I love the look of them, but I've never played one.
Love it.
And plus that game runs on 30 frames. That game runs on 30 frames as a shooter. As a first-person shooter. And it runs smoothly like crazy.
Really?
It's kind of funny, though, how games work. Like, I find myself dropping hundreds of hours into games like Counter-Strike and all the rest of it because I'll just play what I know. Yet there is the entire beer collection in my Steam games list. Never played them at all. Not once. Bioshock 1 and 2, I think I've played like an hour into Bioshock 1, but, every time I go to see Infinite, I'm like, I'll get to that, but I need to finish the first 2 first, but I'll never get to that either.
There's
My
one.
partner's recently joined the PC Master Race, and I understand that how that works is Steam makes you buy many games, more games you could ever play in your lifetime, and then you just scroll through the list and dribble. You don't actually play them.
Yeah, I do that a fair bit.
Yeah.
Sharing. You know, your friend has a Steam account. You can share with his games. You can play his games. Pretty cool.
Yeah. But you know, one particular Steam game that I can't play for the life of me right now. It's called The Haunted Memories and Slender the Arrival. I can't.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I was
That
one of the
sounds
few
scary.
people I know that played any of the Slenderman games and managed to pick up all of those pieces of paper without seeing him once. And I figured, well, this is crap, and turned around, and sure enough, there he was, and I cried, and then never played it again.
I shut. You know what? I nearly shut myself 3 minutes after the video.
Delete Win32 on life. I was done. And I have never had any desire to ever play it again. It's probably why I haven't played any of the big games, because there's too many jump scares and I'm a little bitch.
Yeah. No. Oh.
The free was pretty shitty. It wasn't that good.
I heard it wasn't too bad console-wise, but on PC it was fairly average. It did have some optimization issues. However, those have since been fixed because it's been a couple years now.
Oh, here's a very jumpy game that you might jump out, called Cry of Fear. Have any of you guys heard of it?
Rings a bell.
Cry of Fear, no.
Far Cry?
No, not Far Cry. It's more
I
different.
don't like crying and I don't like scared, so it's probably not me.
Alright, hang on. I better go find that.
Far Cry 4?
No. Oh, God.
Not Far Cry. Damn it.
A couple hours ago, I was playing Portal 2, and I was like
I still haven't played any of the Portal games.
Portal 2 is awesome. It's really cool.
Well, here we go.
It's just one of those games that I'm like, yeah, I'll get to that, and I never do.
Then we all do that sometimes.
I have this epic pile of shame. I think anyone who has a Steam account and plays PC games knows the pain of. But it was 99 cents, or it was half off.
Yes, I've heard that argument.
That was.
You don't understand.
I'm going through my Steam list now, and here are games that I have not clocked any hours in. Or more than 2 hours in. Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and I'm a big Batman fan. I have Batman tattoos on my shoulders. I should have hours in that.
Explain to me the Batman thing, because I don't get it. I'm one of the few I do not get the fascination with Batman.
I think the fascination with Batman is a lot like the fascination with Iron Man. He doesn't have any superpowers,
Yeah.
but he's still boss.
And he's
Okay.
And he's a badass.
Also, he's rich and he's a bit of a billionaire philanthropist, so,
See, it comes down to that Team DC, Team Marvel thing, and I've always been a Marvel girl.
I'm both.
It's just
For me now,
so you can be both, but I don't know.
Oh, you mentioned about Marvel, did you?
I know.
I did.
what's called? DC
Oh.
is dead for me because of their movie schedules, like Justice, that movie Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, that pretty shitty movie. I'm not gonna watch that.
I'm not. I won't. But here's something that might interest you, Frankie.
Yeah.
You know Stan Lee, right?
Oh god.
Yes.
Who doesn't understand?
All hail. All hail.
All hail the Stan, all hail the Lee.
Stan,
Stan Lee is coming to Sydney for SuperNova.
What days? Friday, Saturday, or Sunday?
All 3 days.
I've got a friend who's going on Sunday. If he won't, I will. Hashtags.
Right.
The sweetest.
It's interesting that Stan Lee is coming to SuperNova to meet to see his fans from Australia, because he had
right now.
yeah.
But do you think he's she's going to chuck every celebrity ever in the media lately and charge people for signatures?
I think I recalled. I think I recall one of my friends saying that. I better leave that alone because I might get it wrong.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. You can't say anything on the internet.
It wouldn't surprise me though, just to make a manageable crowd, even just for logistics.
I met Barjo and Hex at the EB Expo 2012, I think it was.
Oh.
You didn't just compare them to Stan Lee, did you?
No, but what I'm saying is that I met like a celebrity, and they were pretty chill about it. And while there was a big line, I didn't have to, pay for anything or anything like that.
So I don't like these people.
Okay.
I just don't like them. I've got them on my Facebook page, like them. But I've never seen their reviews were so horrible, like their reviews of games. So
I think Hex cops a lot of hate, especially from the older kind of good game fans, because she did replace, what was his name, Junglist.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I think that she is just as legitimate as anybody else, and she has a great Tumblr blog, so, bonus there.
Here we go. Here's the price for Stan Lee. $60 for a autograph.
Oh, God.
And $100 for photograph fees. Wow.
No.
Holy shit, that's a little too much.
Do you get to, touch him and
So
rub
probably
his
just
belly or something?
get one boob done. Then.
Does he touch her boob?
That's probably the best way to go. Oh, God.
Someone should look up how much it would actually cost you to get out on bail after, running past, touching him real quick, and then keep running.
Hang on 1 second.
And then compare that to,
Like a price to lick his face,
get your friends to just take a photo real quick.
absorb the genius.
Sweet.
So, anybody else excited about Doctor Who in August?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I'm not a big fan of Doctor Who, but I have a friend who talks about him 24/7, 365.
That's just every Doctor Who fan ever. It's
You
a
either
lot
get
like,
the doc or you don't.
Yeah.
I don't mind Doctor Who. I'll watch him if he's on, but the fans kind of kill it for me. To be honest, so many of them just get so excited, and that's a good thing. But it's a little bit too much. I was like, no, please stop. I don't want to watch this. I don't care about Tom Baker.
They take it a little too
How
far.
could you say that? Oh my god.
They take it a little too far, the fans. They really take it too far when they talk about Doctor Who.
That's just fandoms, though, isn't it? Talk to people, who are really into COD, or really in the Battlefield, or really into Halo, or really,
All the fanatics
into
are
Xbox. Fanatics are fanatics.
You know what?
Exactly, and they're just not as cool as me. I mean, us.
It wouldn't be as much fun if people didn't, give each other a little bit here and there.
Pretty much.
And occasionally we all need to feel just a little bit better than everyone else.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
they're
like,
weird. Thank
if
God
you
I'm not that
wanna play-
weird.
Yeah, if you want to play Dota 2, that's fine, but I'm going to judge you for it. What am I going to judge you for?
Star Wars Battlefront, right? Star Wars Battlefront. You see
The new one.
Yeah, the teaser. They didn't show gameplay, nothing. They just showed they will be doing the original style of Star Wars.
I think it's going to Duke Nukem.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah, it's going to Duke Nukem. It's going to take too long to come out, and then by that point, everybody will be bored, and it'll be half chopped, and just no.
And some workers will get fired. But some workers got fired from Duke Nukem.
Mm.
Yep, they'll Duke Nukem it.
Pretty much I would. Hey.
It's
So
kind of sad.
so many good titles go that way.
Yeah.
Like all well-known old retro games like Duke Nukem, or after till now, it managed to get half chopped and say, here we go, here's Duke Nukem Forever. Play this game and make sure you don't give us any negative comments about it.
Or we will get very upset.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I was so disappointed when that came out because at the time I was working at Game,
Oh,
and
right.
I will tell you, that's a different story.
Different story.
I was so hyped for it because it's a childhood game for a lot of people, me
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me,
I went out of my way to literally steal the big, massive poster we had out front of the store. So
Please tell me you succeeded.
I did. It's
Yes!
in my room right now, and I'm going to show you a picture of it. I'm going to link it to you in a second, and it's going to be amazing. You're going to be mind blown. It's amazing.
Sweet.
I was like, and then like I had the poster in my hands, and I put it up, and I was like, yes. And then I sat down, started playing, and I was like,
this is bad. It's horrible.
no. I was like,
Oh God.
As far as reboot goes, Killer Instinct nailed it. They've nailed it.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because, I got my sister on holiday. It's fantastic.
It's
Mortal Kombat 9 as well did quite well with trying to reboot the series. Everybody hated MK vs DC. I liked it, but yeah, Mortal Kombat 9 much better.
yeah.
Mortal Kombat 9 became the game of the year, the best fighting game. It beat Street Fighter, killed Street Fighter in sales.
Oh.
What Street Fighter game? Was it Street Fighter 4? The Turbo Arcade
Turbo
Edition or something?
Yeah, it was the same Street Fighter 4.
there was a Mortal Kombat vs Street Fighter one as well.
No. You're thinking about taking.
Marvel vs Capcom, I think you're thinking of, or something like that.
No. I've got it right here.
Street Fighter vs Tekken.
Yeah, that's
Yes, that's it.
that's the one.
That was well done. That was
Yeah, it was
badass.
actually very.
Yeah, that was very interesting. Street Taken versus. Super Street Fighter Cross Taken was a little interesting.
It was bad. The game wasn't received good by fans.
Well, the thing is that the Tekken fans usually tend to hate Street Fighter, and Street Fighter fans tend to think that the Tekken players are filthy peasants.
Yeah, but if it's Mortal Kombat,
And the Smash Bros. Fans are like, look, I can make Lucario dance.
because Ed Boon wants to make a Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. And he really wants to make that game, but Capcom's the little girls, they don't want to make it. They don't want to see Ryu get his spine ripped off or his blood sucked.
I don't think it could really work in the crossover sense. Like
No.
the MK vs DC one worked for me because the heroes never did fatalities; they did hero brutalizations, and that kind of worked. But with the MK vs DC, you'll find that versus Street Fighter, that won't work because the combat system is so different. Like with Street Fighter, there's a lot of quarter circles, up or down, and more intuitive controls, whereas with Mortal Kombat, tends to be either up or down or side to side, followed by your button combination to pull off certain moves.
That kind of thing.
I'm bad at Street Fighter. I'm not good at Street Fighter.
I'm terrible at Street Fighter as well, don't worry.
Same.
I can't do it because it requires you to do manuals other than autos. It's
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, when I play Mortal Kombat, I'm just so bad at Mortal Kombat. My favorite is Sub-Zero. When I choose Sub-Zero, I'm so fine with him.
And how good does he look too? I mean,
he looks
yeah, he's awesome.
It's the big shoulders, isn't it?
both Scorpion.
Yes, it is.
Both Scorpion and Sub-Zero look stellar. They actually look very good in the new one that is coming out.
Did you guys see the actual teaser trailer, the announcement trailer, the CGI one, before the gameplay came out?
Yeah.
Is that the one with Scorpion and Sub-Zero fighting?
Yeah.
Interesting music choice there.
Who's next?
Yeah,
It sounds like Goldberg. You know Goldberg?
the old wrestler.
Yeah.
Was he ECW or WWF?
It was in WCW.
WCW.
Yeah, WCW. I had.
That doesn't exist anymore, does it?
No.
That's still a thing?
It was when Vince McMahon bought the franchise. They bought it.
That's interesting. Wrestling, though. Man, those games have come a long way.
No Mercy was the best. No Mercy and NWO Revenge.
I think I played No Mercy on Nintendo 64 for a little bit, but there was another one on there just called WWF, which I played thousands of hours in. It was one of the first games I played where there was a character creator in it.
When I think I played
Oh,
I
there.
think we've lost
No.
someone.
nice.
Ooh, hello.
That actually looks pretty nice.
It's
Very
literally bigger than my door. It's bigger than me by like 10 times because I'm really short. But yeah, it's really cool. Anyways,
That's okay. I'm short as well. If you'll have a look at my Skype picture, there's also a life-sized statue of Jack from Jack and Daxter, or rather Jack 2. And that was found out at Blacktown at my friend's auntie's house or something like that. She used to work for some old game store.
Yeah.
So she's got all of these statues around it. She's got one of Daxter, and she's got one of Link. She's got one of Zelda. It's great.
I have to say, I freaking love Jack and Daxter. Like, I got that game for Christmas, and I didn't. It's not what I wanted. I wanted what was the other game? Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, many hours were dropped into Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I love Ratchet and Clank. They're very, very good games. Like, to bring back the memories. Really.
I'm currently playing back through Jack and Daxter, the original, and then I'll move on to 2, 3, and that spin-off they had. What was that? Lost Ages or something?
Yeah, the
Lost... I'm trying to look over in the corner there. The Lost Frontier.
Yeah, the Lost Frontier. There we go.
Yeah.
But there's also Jack X. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I think that was... Hang on, let me get up. Can I have a look? Because I've got the collection over there.
Yeah.
We'll be
I'll be back.
guys. We'll be over.
That's a sick statue, though. I like that. That's really cool.
Well, I think we should wrap this up about in 4 or 5 minutes. So, radio, guys. Sort of. But here's a good question for you. What's had to be one of the oldest retro games that you have first played when you were a kid?
Super Mario, Super Star Wars and Super Nintendo, Super Star Wars.
Interesting.
That I still have today.
Oh, yeah, that you still have today, or if you can remember it.
Guys, I can show you if you want.
I think my first one that I still have is either... I can't quite remember if it's Scars for PlayStation 1, which is down at my mum's house, a couple hours south, or Crash Bandicoot, also for PlayStation 1, which is sitting on the desk behind me, in the bookshop behind me.
See it?
Yep, I see it.
Oh wow, look at that.
That's actually pretty interesting.
That's the first game ever, man. First game. And then it was Super Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. I have the second one.
Nice.
Remember when discs didn't get scratched because they were cartridges? Good times.
So you could throw them across the floor. That was fun.
Yeah. The sound they make is you kind of shuffle through them. It's like clunk, 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 clunk. And you could lend them to friends, and you'd never have to worry about them getting scratched or dirty or really that damaged.
And then swap you one back.
Yeah. Now it's just like, hey man, can I borrow these 10 games, and I'll put them all in their own cases and never bring them back.
I don't know why. And in video stores, how when you're in a game and they put like the manuals and stuff.
Yeah.
They used to put posters in there. I used to steal them. I don't know why.
I hope no one from Video Easy is listening. They have your name now, Lord, and they know where you live, I'm sure.
I don't think they do.
I used to replace game covers. I used to change the covers of manuals and put a different game on and stuff.
Oh man.
That was back in the day. It was a long time ago.
Oh.
I remember once. I can't remember what it was that we got out, but it was one of the Budokai games for PlayStation 2. And we got that out, and I accidentally put back in there Twisted Metal Black or something like that. And I was about 10 at the time, 10, maybe 11.
Oh,
so
man.
I was freaking out because I was like, oh no, they're going to come round and they're going to freak out and they're going to take my PlayStation away because I didn't give them the right game. The PlayStation Network police are coming for me. But it was pretty good. I walked over there and was like, hey, I think I gave you guys the wrong game, and they were pretty good about it. They didn't even charge me late fees, which was nice.
I think I think back in the days when Video Easy was still out there, I usually get some games from games to rent, and every time when I get back home, it does put the put the game in the PlayStation. Some of them don't actually start. I was thinking, what the hell? I'm renting this game. You have to actually make sure that the CD is actually working, not scratched, not damaged, not stopped in in mid process, working. And I have been going up and back to that same Video Easy place about 5 times at least, I think.
I've had that problem a few times whenever I've gone to hire out games. I haven't done it in probably the last 6 years, but back in the day, yeah, I had that problem a lot.
Alrighty, yeah.
Well, there was even one time I went to my local video store without naming names, and I hired out, I think it was Project Gotham Racing 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and it was the wrong region.
Oh.
I was like, why would you bother buying it? And I found out later on they had been buying games from Japan, replacing the covers and going, nah, they'll be alright.
Oh dear.
Oh dear Lord.
Just to answer the question, by the way, the oldest game I have memories of playing would probably be Super Mario. No, not Super Mario. Sorry, Superman. Wow. On Commodore 64.
Oh.
I don't own that anymore, unfortunately. And I do have the oldest game that I have. I have the oldest game that I have right in my hands here, which, for those of you who can't see, it's Ghostbusters on the Nintendo.
I have that!
System.
Of course it is.
Oh,
It's
man.
really bad. Really bad.
Really,
It's
really
really
bad.
good.
Freaking awesome.
I will come over there and wash your mouth out.
For nostalgia's sake, I will say it's really good, but yeah.
Bloody hell. Because every time when you go into start a game, going up buildings, you have to it requires you to press the B button repeatedly to go up, 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 and up. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I suppose that was early game development trying to make games more interactive. Same with them being so difficult, or just, if you win too many levels without losing any, some people call them men, other people call them lives. I'm not going to get into that argument. But that was just a game design thing where, people are probably only going to buy 1 or 2 games a year. We need to make them last. Better make them cheap, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like your parents, like mums and dads, like, do they get mad if you buy a lot of games, like if you own money? Like, let's say for your
Oh,
birthday,
definitely.
like I had $350, like birthday money. For me, for that old money, I wanted to buy games, just games, through Steam, and I used PayPal, transferred everything, and then I was like, "Where's the money?" I'm like, I was being lying. I said I bought like educational videos.
It's a kind of learning.
Yeah, educational games, like not educational, like programs and stuff. And yeah,
I bought Mortal Kombat 9. It teaches me all about anatomy.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Oh. Yeah.
No, but my parents used to get really angry over that. Like, my dad recently came and stayed the night because he had to do something in Newcastle, and he lives fairways out west. And I was logged into Steam the next morning, and he goes, "What's this?" And I was like, "It's Steam." And he's like, "What does it do?" And I was like, "I buy games on here, and then I play them with friends, and it does all of these things." And he's like, "Oh, it's like Facebook." And I was like, "Yeah." And anyway, I had the Steam calculator, but yeah, well, for his understanding, it's pretty good, spot on. I play games and it's social.
Yeah.
And then I had the Steam calculator open in my web browser, and he goes, "What's this?" And I go, "It's my browser. My Steam calculator." And he goes, "Why does it say $2,500?" And I'm like, "That's how much money my account is worth." And he's like, $2,500. I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "On games." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "God's sake. Why would you spend all this money on this?" I should point out, this is the man who spent $11,000 on an engine for his Harley. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. That's not double standards.
Yeah, just leave it.
My mum was pretty cool. She used to buy me games. First game she ever bought me was Star Wars Shadow of the Empire on 64.
That was a good game.
That's a bloody good game. And plus, my dad was my parents were divorced. That was a long time ago, and I was in the hospital, and from nowhere, he buys me Zelda Majora's Mask, like the gold edition. I just like cream,
At that age.
the very
Zelda was one of my favorite games, but
So do you still have nightmares, or?
I still have nightmares playing that game today. Like that.
Majora's Mask was an awesome game.
Have you seen Ego Raptor's Zelda rap?
Yes. And
Go and watch that. Now that is beautiful. That will give you nightmares.
Speaking of Zelda,
yeah.
this is how old I am. I played this on a brick Game Boy.
It's Awakening.
Yeah,
That's bad.
that's the second game I ever
Is
finished.
that Game Boy Color or the
really?
one before
No,
that?
it was not color.
This
I think the first Zelda game I played was Ocarina of Seasons or something like that on Game Boy Color. I think that was it. I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
It was also a brick. You'd need 2 hands to hold it, and then
Yeah,
just
it
still
was
try and crash into your face.
It was like 4 AA batteries, wasn't it?
Yep.
And the links was something like 9 or 8.
A friend dropped one on her toe and broke it.
Oh.
Wow.
Ouch.
They were beastly.
You know,
Damn.
you know what we should do? Like, we should use Hangout, Google Hangout more. That's a bit better.
They were talking about that earlier in the Australian YouTubers group, weren't they? But I still haven't worked that thing out.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You can get like framing stuff, and then your own connection can come into play.
It's pretty good. You should do that more. Yeah.
That's what I'll be doing with my podcast. By the way, if you haven't already, subscribe. So that's what I'm using for my podcast, which is coming out.
Subscribe to my stuff.
Yeah. Check all your stuff in the chat, and I'll make sure that I catch up with you all.
What's a podcast?
Oh my.
God damn it, Zero. Get your shit together. Oh, wait, I just swore. Nobody noticed.
It's okay. Everybody's been swearing.
Oh, we're putting up YouTube channels now. Okay, alright. Let me, I have like one video. Hopefully the next one will be up by the end of the weekend, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got like a billion of videos.
I have like one.
One.
Literally one.
Uno video.
I should have a video coming out in the next couple of days, and then podcast time.
Oh, awesome.
When?
I subbed everybody.
Cool. Did you guys see Wolf Barrow versus the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers? Like the drum battle.
No.
Drum battle. It's pretty awesome.
Wait, what drum battle? Say it again.
It's with Wolf Barrow, the comedian actor.
Yes,
versus,
yeah.
drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers. But,
Was it as fabulous as it sounds?
Oh, yes, that was brilliant.
but there's a new one now. There's a new one.
Yes, cowbells were involved.
Yeah.
God, yes.
All right.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. I think it's time to wrap this thing up right now.
That's probably a good idea.
Probably a good
We've got
idea.
the cowbells. It's time.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of cowbells, ding, ding, ding. There we go. So, thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and thank you guys for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It was fun. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
I think it's
I'll make sure I put a link in the description down below so you can actually have a look at these YouTube channels. Frankie, Blake, Jay, and also yet Christian, and also yet mine. And until then, guys, I'll be back for another podcast episode with another 5 or 4 special guests with us. So until then, I'll see you next time. This is Colonel Phoenix signing out.
Later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
See you later.
Hail Hydra.
I can't believe we're special. That's pretty cool.